What is Folk Valley? You may have seen a bunch of videos on your For You page or social media recently with the location tag Folk Valley. Folk Valley is a non-existent place where all sorts of weird stuff and paranormal occurrences tend to happen. Most Folk Valley videos have the same format and same factor. They're usually a strange or eerie video with a drop. When the drop happens, a bunch of filters are applied and it gives it a horror, analog horror kind of feeling. It seems to be a satire of similar ideas like the TikTok Farlands or the old Ohio memes. Why and when it was created is still somewhat unknown. Seemingly they were made in early 2026 and were mostly satire. However, during my research, I found a video from 2025 with the tag Folk Valley. So this indicates that it's not new. It's probably just gaining traction now. Folk Valley is supposed to be an alternate reality similar to the Upside Down or liminal spaces like the Backrooms. Although on the surface level, it seems less fleshed out and obviously more meme focused. It's likely inspired by Hood Irony videos, which is clear by its visual identity and the Footsong folk originated there in the first place. The most common videos used in Folk Valley used to be videos of the creator Egbar Dai, known as Uncle Egbar. He was shown in different filters with the location tag Folk Valley. However, most Folk Valley videos have since shifted to other clips. Common ones would be ironic haircut videos or eventually just random weird videos. It still maintains the use of filters and it is similar to the deep fried memes, although way less visually cluttered. Eventually, another character besides Uncle Egbar was introduced. The character Folcat. Folcat was made using this image. Originally a British short-haired cat. However, they edited him to have a haircut. Now many variations and iterations of the Folcat have been made, often just changing and adding different hairstyles and cuts. Eventually, various memes and edits will be made of the Folcat. They became the face of Folk Valley and one of the only established characters. The lore of Folk Valley is obviously not exactly well established or documented, since it is mostly meme focused and yeah. However, from my research, there are certain ideas that are agreed to be established in the Folk Valley universe. Namely, that Folk Valley is situated in a place called Folkistan, which is sometimes referred to Folk City. A huge continent or area which is widely undiscovered besides Folk Valley. And it has multiple neighboring areas, which I'll mention later in the video. It seemed to have not been based on any real life locations. However, recently, many maps and videos have referred to it being in Ohio or next to Ohio. It has several neighboring areas that have been discovered. One of the main ones being Huss Valley. Huss Valley is similar in video formula and idea to Folk Valley, but its main differences is that it uses less varied clips, usually from the same creator, and all have relatively the same idea and same sound used. Now, what it lacks in diversity, it makes up for in established characters and lore. Albeit it's not amazing lore, it's more clear, the main idea, and it has better established characters. The main idea is that Huss Valley contains the beast, where if you get caught, you are then fed to the beast. Most videos are just people getting chased by seemingly the people who are taking you to the beast. Now, most of the people getting chased and doing the chasing are seemingly random characters, but Huss Valley actually has a lot of pre-established characters, namely Spider-Man, the dinosaur, the snowman, and that's just to name a few. Folk Valley and Huss Valley are similar, but Huss Valley is definitely more understandable and having more characters and creatures like the Huss Hound. It has more ideas and actually has many overlaps with Folk Valley. Recently, a lot of videos are doing a bait and switch, usually starting with the Folk Valley concept, then switching it. This shows that there's a coherence between the two, and many locations in Folk Valley and Huss Valley use Folk and Huss as a prefix, then the location afterwards. An example would be Folk Fool or Folk School or Huss Lake, etc., etc. Now the difference between the two is that Huss Valley seems to be much larger than Folk Valley. as Folk Valley is a capital of Folkistan or Folk City, where Huss Valley is an entire continent or an entire area rivaling the size of Folk City. This makes more sense thematically because it is seemingly unescapable, which would make sense determining its size. Folk Valley, obviously being the original concept, is obviously less fleshed out and established than its variants. Another variant, which I'll talk about later, is Tough Valley, which is less fleshed out, but it's also made for a different reason. Now, unfortunately, I like to talk about the downfall of Folk Valley and what people refer to as New Folk Valley. Old Folk Valley videos relatively were harmless and simply satire or funny. However, New Folk videos seem to have shifted. The drop has switched a lot now, and a lot of the time it's just a gore video, desaturated with inverted colors and many other effects, so you can still see what's happening, but it can't be taken down from the moderation on social media. This is a shame because Folk Valley and Huss Valley were becoming well established, and Huss Valley shows the improvement in the idea and lore of the Folk Valley universe. It's just a shame that it had to be ruined by this. However, recently I've been seeing a lot of variations being Tough Valley, which is because a lot of the new Folk Valley videos are gore videos, many of them having to do with action sports like skateboarding and biking. Many of them end with them crashing. And it's a shame because I genuinely enjoy these videos and found them funny. However, it got to a point where even researching this video, I didn't want to look up for videos. But a shift has happened. The new Tough Valley videos aim to combat this by, it's when you think the person's about to fall and hurt themselves in, say for example, a bike flip, they then land it, or in a backflip where the new Folk Valley videos would show them getting injured, they actually land it, and the music shifts to nostalgic 2020 classic MLG music. Now, it's a recent expansion on the universe, and I hope that more expansions seem to be being made. Ones I've seen recently being Creek Valley, which is similar to Huss and Folk Valley, but the main shift is being silent. It's not completely established yet, so many characters haven't been developed. And another one I've seen is Slide Valley, which is newer, but you get the point, you slide away. And usually they revolve around something. So I'm excited to see the development in these. I hope eventually Folk Valley returns to what it was after people stop making new Folk Valley videos. Or we move on to Huss Valley, Slide Valley, Creek Valley, and establish it more. Maybe. I hope that happens. That's what I want to see in the future of this concept. But let me know what you want to think. And yeah, that's about it. I know I've probably missed a bunch of stuff because I can't cover everything, every nuance of it, because it would be too long. And frankly, doing research on this topic is very difficult as it is a internet meme and nobody knows much about it. But if you'd like to see a part 2 or a continuation of maybe a different meme or something, let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe because this video took a lot of effort for the dumb concept that it is. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.